Hey, I just got back from lunch. Did you finish that report yet?
Well, not exactly. Still working on it. I'm not finished just yet. I got a little sidetracked, but I will get them to you first thing this afternoon.
It is first thing this afternoon.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but I mean, I am working on
But
it. I'll have.
what do you mean that the report isn't finished yet?
I'm still in the process of working on it. I've just been a little distracted.
Distracted. Our meeting starts in an hour.
I can have it.
No. What were you doing? Were you listening to another hunting podcast again? I swear, I give the staff in this office the freedom to do whatever they want to do as long as they meet a deadline. That is the first bullet underneath your job description. Pays attention to detail and deadlines. And deadlines. Like Dude, are you even listening to me right now?
Welcome to episode 165 of the Whitetail Distraction Podcast. My name's Austin, and joining me in my garage, Charles Headland. How you doing, buddy?
We're going to have to come up with a name for the garage.
I know.
You know? It's fitting. We have to come up with a name. I mean, this is going to be our new area, per se.
At least until it's warm.
Right.
And then I'll move this down there.
So, yeah. So this is like a secondary
This is heated.
Rack Shack. Rack Shack 2.0.
Rack Shack 2.0. Oh, man.
The garage, barrage.
The garage. So what's up, buddy?
Not much, man. What's happening?
Nothing, man. Just
It's-
excited to be podcasting.
Yeah.
It's a new year.
It is a new year. How about that? 2024. Holy shit.
I know.
Dude, that's wild. Honestly, that's wild.
I feel like I was born a million years ago.
Oh, yeah. You and me both. It doesn't seem real yet.
No, it
I
doesn't,
mean,
huh?
We're only a few days in, but dude, December was quick. We had our, our rifle season went through December. Our late season just started. It's kicking off. It's going right now. I haven't been back out for deer, but I'm planning a trip up the camp this weekend. So.
I can dig that.
We'll
dig
see.
that.
I did get out for a little small game hunt. Didn't see any. It's kind of a weird period of the year right now. We're getting weird weather.
We are getting kind of weird weather, aren't we?
It's been warmer. We've been getting a lot of rain. It's just been like nasty.
It's like we've had like these couple of like cold spells, but other than that, it's like that first cold spell we had seemed like it lasted forever, and then it just got warm.
Yeah,
and it's been warm, and then this week it's back to being cold.
Yeah, we had a couple inches of snow for like 24 hours.
Yeah, something like that. We're supposed to be getting some snow again.
I heard about
this
that
weekend, I guess, but we'll see
That'd
what
be
happens.
Cool.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a muzzleloader, so I'll probably just end up bringing my bow and walking around for the most part up there. It'd be nice to get out again.
Yeah, man.
It's been too long. I did get out. I was out a few weeks back now for one of the last gun days in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
They had a bonus gun day, and I hunted. I saw a doe. That was it.
Yeah, you were talking about how like you weren't seeing a lot of sign and everything like
Yeah.
that, which is kind of a bummer.
I mean, there's a lot of people there, which I probably should have expected in that spot. You know, it doesn't get a ton of archery pressure, even though it did this year, got a little bit. But man, those cars were just piling in. But nobody came anywhere near me.
There's nothing wrong with that, man.
So I figured I was in a good spot. There was a little bit of shooting, probably 5 to 8 shots all day. But, it's not like rifle season here. I mean, then again, granted, you go out, one of the last weekdays of rifle.
That's tough.
You're not going to hear a whole lot of shots then either.
No.
You're really not.
Guys aren't going to be out there moving deer around.
Right.
That's kind of one of those things where you hope that they start to, maybe fall into that lull of they're like, oh, maybe gun season's over and move back to their normal movement a little bit. But you got to kind of find those pockets, really.
Yeah. Especially on public land. I mean,
Yeah.
Private land, sure. You have a food source. You haven't been pressuring the deer. It's going to be a lot easier on you. And even that's not the easiest in the world. But I am happy to say that a couple of the deer that were on the up-and-comer list are still out there, still kicking. One lost a side already.
Oh,
yeah. So
broken or just dropped?
I think it dropped. It's a full side off, but I don't know. They've been tussling a little bit.
Well, you never know, though.
You just don't. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's January and they've been fighting a little bit. It was right around I think Christmas time. I was sending out some pictures of bucks just sparring.
Yeah,
it's funny, but it's still happening.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot on my cameras, man. Some does and some really, really small bucks. I haven't
Yeah.
seen a good deer on camera since 2 days after gun season, and I haven't seen him since. So
Yeah, there for a few days during gun season, a couple of them, man. Brucey was showing up in daylight, and I'm like, can you just go disappear into
just
a
go
hole
lay down somewhere, man.
Seriously, man, like calm down. And then there was a guy on the property hunting it for a couple of days. We didn't see much after that, and then he was gone, and all the deer came back about a week later.
That happens, man.
So
Nothing wrong with that. Hope.
No.
I mean, is he still alive? Is it Brucey that you saw, or is it
Brucey was alive, Junior's alive.
Oh, nice, man.
So those are like 2 bucks that were right there on the list of would be super pumped to kill them this year, you know.
but this
but
coming
next
year
year-
is gonna be
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous.
Apple Neck is still alive. That giant weird
Apple Neck.
7-pointer. Yeah, he just looks like he's got apples lodged in his throat. Such a big deer, dude. I'm just upset, like the that mutant deer, that crazy one from 2 years ago.
Oh yeah,
He never showed back up. I'm not sure where he went or if someone killed him or whatnot,
he
but
might have got
you never
killed. He was
know.
pretty cool.
he was huge.
He
Yeah,
was a
super
big
cool
deer,
buck.
man.
It's neat. You know, it's neat following along and having a story with different deer. It's kind of cool.
I would agree.
It's not something I'm used to, that's for sure.
Yeah,
But,
definitely. Oh, definitely, yeah.
but I did turn all my cameras are all off for now. I'm done.
I
Pretty
still
much
got
deer
mine
hunting,
on. Oh, here we go.
so worried about it.
You got somebody calling in.
From Newcastle, unknown
right.
caller.
Well, let's pick
Let's
him
see
up
who it
right
is.
now. Hey, you're on the Whitetail Distraction Podcast. What's going on?
Can you hear us?
Oh, boy, something's not right.
Hold on.
How about meow? Can
Is
you
that
hear
one-
us?
Is this a whitetail distraction, boys?
This is the Whitetail Distraction Boys. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to call in to talk about a favorite moment of mine from the season.
Would you quit with the accent? What's your favorite?
It was the look in your eyes last week as I came down from the top of the hill. I charged up to shoot a pheasant. That was my favorite moment of the season.
Yeah, I can't believe you did that. So this is
Which spoiler alert?
yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, tell the story.
Yeah.
What happened?
No, I was just gonna say just the spoiler alert was I didn't shoot the pheasant. I chased after.
Yeah, you didn't even
Sorry.
find it at all. It was the last minute of last light, and you go running up the steepest hill in the world to try to kill a pheasant for no reason at all.
He's a champion, okay?
He squawked
Listen,
at
man.
us, though. He squawked at us.
Listen, when you're on your way out, walking out of the game lands, and all of a sudden you just hear a little oh, and it's like 150 yards vertical, and you look at the person that you're there hunting with, who was Chuck, and he just was defeated, had no life in his eyes. His dog, it wasn't even a dog that evening. It literally just, it just like walked around. It was more of like a parakeet that came out into the game lands with us. And sometimes you just have to take like the entirety of the hunting trip on your shoulders, like I did. And I looked at him and I said, "Remember me?" And then I ran up the hill as fast as I could, which wasn't fast.
No.
It was very slow, and I was out of breath the instant I started.
Couple breaks.
But I did make it to the top.
Yeah.
There might have been a few stops on the way up the hill, but I gave it the old San Juan charge.
So, for anyone out there that doesn't know who the idiot on the other end of the line is, look back 2 episodes to be exact.
Yes,
Brian
sir.
Savelli, and he's back. So, I'm gonna blame that I had a dog and I couldn't go after that pheasant. That was my he was already leashed. He was by my side. He was
Well,
pretty.
the
pretty
thing was
pooped.
is what you have isn't a dog, though. You have to make sure that you clarify that for everybody.
It's
A
more
dog
like a
is
cat
something that
on a
actually
leash.
hunts.
Yeah.
Well, no, cats.
Yeah, maybe
cats
not a cat.
Hunt.
Cat. Yeah.
Cats kind of hunt things too. I would say it's more of like an idly sitting by hamster.
Like a good guinea pig or something.
He's like a slightly larger, longer-eared guinea pig.
He could be a ferret.
Poor Jackson.
I know.
No,
My poor dog, man.
no,
He's
ferrets,
gonna be
ferrets
fine.
hunt too, probably.
We didn't even see anything, okay? We walked around the
Yeah.
entire game lands. We didn't see a single thing, okay? So we don't even know if there was a rabbit there. We know there's about 10 different dead pheasants along the way. They were all
We
coyote
did-
food.
Oh, yeah.
We did see a lot of coyote casualties, unfortunately.
Yeah. But it was a good day to get back out. We were just talking about it. It was nice to be back out in the woods. Hey, you coming up to camp with me this weekend?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm going to bring the bow out.
Trying to seduce me to the big woods, huh?
I think it makes sense. There's a lot of deer up there right now.
That's interesting.
that sounds tempting.
I think
For him. I think
Yeah.
he's tempted.
Yeah. He'll be good. He'll be there. Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
What are the little sprinkles on top? Send him some sprinkles.
I give him a cherry up top.
Reel
Hey,
this
when is
fish
your
in.
when is your co-host going to come out and help with us? Like, he hasn't hunted with me technically yet.
I haven't ever been invited with you, so
Hey, Austin, what are you doing
Well,
this
listen, I
weekend?
keep trying to get Chuck out sometime in the evenings to just go out for an hour and a half to just go try to kick up a rabbit. So if you're more than welcome to come do that currently, that's the only thing we have on our agenda.
well, you got to call me, and I can maybe come. I can maybe not. Depends if I'm watching my kids or not. I would join you guys this weekend, but I can't. I have a birthday party Saturday morning for my cousin, and then my wife is hosting a girls' party Saturday
I heard
night.
about this.
So I'm kind of stuck. I'm on daddy duty.
I can at least vouch for the girls' night. I can vouch for that one. I am going to go up and I'm going to
sure?
make you very jealous, and this is the cherry on top.
sure you
for,
are.
For Sabelli. We're going to go to the camp. I am going to bring the brand new Whitetail Addiction. Adrenaline, sorry.
I knew what you were talking
Whitetail
about.
Adrenaline
Oh,
DVD, uncuffed, 17 hours of raw,
wow.
real footage.
Here's the problem. I wouldn't hunt. I'd sit there for 17 hours and watch the DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was about
I
to say,
can't
like,
wait.
we could probably just stay here and watch that on TV instead of
No.
like driving up there.
No, we're gonna go up there and we're gonna watch it up there. It has to be done. That's where I've watched all my Whitetail Adrenaline DVDs.
So awesome.
So I can't break tradition.
Oh, I just saw that came in the mail for you too.
Oh.
That
Mhm.
I am
Mhm.
jealous.
I can't wait. It's gonna be good.
Good.
Well, I kind of like that as an idea. I can put that in my little memory bank here to think about plans.
And it's supposed to snow, so we should have snow up there,
It is.
which makes things
Could
just
be sick.
extra spicy.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, little snow.
well, I'll think about it.
Okay, good. Hey, what you got? Any updates since the last time we had you on? It's been a couple weeks. Any updates in the woods?
I'm sitting here in a new scree jacket that I
Ooh.
probably purchased since the last time I was on.
We
Yes.
call that a scracket.
Do you know which one it is?
I'll call it a scree jacket.
Do I have to name drop for you?
It's like the hard rabble or the hard rock or something. What's it called?
It's the ptarmigan. First off,
Oh
the
yeah,
hard
that
scrapple.
thing.
yeah, ptarmigan.
Oh yeah.
850 down jacket.
Nice plug. I got one right here. So do
Yeah,
you.
so do I.
I mean, I've luckily not snagged it on anything yet. I've actually worn it as you're semi supposed to.
Mhm.
I haven't been like just running around like a maniac in the woods with it on, like chasing after things, getting it like ripped off of my body. So it's still holding on pretty well so far.
Excellent. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't do it. Wear it under your normal shell layer.
That hard scrapple.
Yeah,
That
I kind
one.
of figured that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the nice part is too. I mean, I've snagged mine now a couple times on my metal fence on my duck pen, and I finally did have a tiniest little tear on it after about the third time snagging it on.
Warranty.
No, I'm
Get a
good.
new one.
Oh,
I ain't worried about it.
okay.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was like the end of this pen.
Oh, it's a little pinhole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
I actually have that tape stuff, whatever it's called. I can't remember. That Graybeard suggested.
Yeah.
I can't show it to you. It's on this side.
Oh, well,
But I
that's
put
okay.
that tape on there, and you can't even tell that there was a hole over there. Here, I'll show you. See, it was right there.
Oh wow,
He's
yeah,
not,
you
like,
can't
belly
see it.
crawling through
Legit.
like
That's
like
and that was
wire
3 times
like
the
I
size
do.
of the actual hole.
Yeah, don't crawl through wire and
No,
jaggers and everything else.
Hey
off.
man, listen. When you hear pheasant calling to you from the other side of any sort of wire debris, you do what you have to get to them.
Okay.
how many pheasants have you killed this year?
All right.
I mean, there's
I
always
have
more
shot-
pheasants.
How many?
Now keep in mind, I don't use dogs, and I just walk around aimlessly and kick. But I think I've got 7 or 8,
That's actually pretty
pretty good.
respectable,
It's
man.
pretty good. I have 0.
which I'm pleased with.
How many did you miss? What's your
I
shooting
missed-
percentage?
I missed it. I missed 4, I believe.
Oh, you're doing pretty
It's
good.
not bad either.
Yeah.
What are you shooting them with?
And 4 pheasant and a rabbit.
Okay. Hey.
But that was the rabbit was the other night, and it was just me by myself, and it backdoored like on the other side of this tree I kicked, and I was like, no shit, that's a rabbit, and I just didn't even bother shooting it.
You gotta start shooting a 12 gauge instead of a Red Ryder BB gun, man.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to hit them with.
Whoa,
BB
come
gun.
on now, take it easy, huh?
Hey, what are you shooting them with?
I'm shooting them with a fucking over under with full turkey chokes.
What is it? Isn't it an HCK? What is it? What is your
CZ.
gun?
CZ, come on,
CZ.
man.
That's it. I don't fucking know.
Nice.
CZ Swamp Reaper.
If you would have said it the first 14 times I asked you, I wouldn't have had to go struggling. Jerk off.
Well, I don't appreciate you making fun of them. That's all.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I
They're a
wasn't.
quality gun manufacturer.
I got a buddy who's got a CZ Reaper Magnum.
Listen, it's a sick
I think
gun.
that
I
might be
told
the
you
same
to
one.
buy
I
it.
think I just completely, I think I just butchered the name of it because there's 2 versions of it. There's one that's like a waterfowl version, and then there's the Reaper Magnum that's like the turkey one. That's the one I have.
Yeah, it's the Reaper Magnum.
Yeah, that's what he's got. It's a nice
I'll
gun.
tell you what, it definitely
nice.
cuts pheasants clean in half with fucking full turkey chokes on there, boy.
What are you shooting turkey chokes
He's an
for?
idiot. I've been telling him.
Buddy, you got no wonder you're missing birds,
Right.
first of all. You need to get some modified chokes
Nah.
for that bad boy.
He's shooting like
Nah, it came with
50
5 chokes.
caliber
I threw
rounds
them
at
away.
these things.
You threw them away?
He didn't throw them away.
Okay.
No, I didn't throw them away.
All
But
right.
I refuse to shoot little tiny ass pellets into these birds. I want to shoot literal marbles at them.
Oh, well, you do you, boo-boo.
He's got a double aught buckshot in there. Some slugs.
Oh, my goodness.
Boom, boom.
Shooting
Boom,
slugs out of
boom.
your turkey choke. Say bye-bye to your
Oh,
gun.
Good lord. That wouldn't be good,
Oh,
I got the
my.
reload down. That's all that matters.
There you go.
man.
Oh, man.
All right, well, I'm going to let you guys alone. I'm tired of both of you, and I'm going to go back to watching TV.
All right, we appreciate your call. Never do it again. Thank you, caller.
Okay,
Number
love you,
one.
bye.
Love you, bye. What a clown. That guy.
Oh, man. It's
Did I
hilarious.
say ban caller?
Yeah, you can't ban
Oh,
callers.
you should have done that.
Oh, that would have actually been really funny.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we took our first caller. We didn't get through all of our BS in the beginning. Why don't
Did
we
not.
just, do a little shout out to the people that take care of us real quick?
I
Since we
think
kind of did one a little bit there.
Yeah, I think it only makes sense. We're talking about Scree. We're talking about this time of year. Obviously, the ptarmigan, top 850, but I just got in the mail. Well, technically for Christmas, the ptarmigan vests.
Ooh.
And I love that thing.
Yeah.
It brings all the heat to the core of your body, but your arms aren't, restrictive.
Yep.
And that's not to be said that they are in the jacket, because they're not.
They're not.
Like, this is my everyday wear jacket I have in green, and then I have a hunting jacket as well in the Solace. Love them both. But I love that jacket so much, I was like, I have to have that as a winter jacket, and that's when I got it in the green.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, dude. It's beautiful. I never wear more than like a t-shirt or a
Mhm.
white shirt like what I'm wearing right now underneath this thing.
Yeah.
It could be 20 degrees out.
You're just nice and warm.
Yeah.
Keeping that core.
I'm sweating.
Yeah. there you go. No, I do love these things. And I was actually talking to Mikey Fennel earlier, and he was out in the woods today because they cut some corn on one of his properties. And he was rocking the freaking Guardian tonight, man.
Such a good jacket.
I was like, dude, I love that coat so much.
Mhm.
The way I explained it to him is, it's like, as soon as you put it on, if you're cold and you put that bad boy on, it's like a hug from a furnace.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like,
It's like the sun just got 1,000,000 feet closer.
they're really, really freaking warm, man.
Dude, the Guardian is a badass jacket. And you know what? I'm going to go off on a tangent here. What is it? Yeah.
A tangent.
Yeah, I'm going to go off on a tangent. I see a lot on like social media, and people talk about what is a good jacket, cuts wind, does this, does that. I'll tell you what, I was in Ohio with this jacket on the other day
Mhm.
with the regular hard scrabble vest and just the 300 merino long sleeve. It was about 28 degrees, something like that in the morning. It was pretty damn cold.
So solid.
Wind was blowing hard, 14 to 16 mile per hour, steady with some gusts. Dude, I'm sitting up there, and the first thing came to mind was, what are they talking about? Like, I have this jacket on, with that underneath, and I am not cold. Like, that wind is hitting me, and I'm not feeling the wind penetrating through the jacket to my body. Like, it just doesn't get to your core. So I just don't get it. Like, this paired with the hard scrabble.
Well, that hard scrabble's got some pretty solid windstop in it. So that's where I like to go. I like to have this, obviously, as like your insulation layer, but there's so many times, man, I can get away without not even wearing this, honestly. Yeah. Just the hard scrabble, wearing like the jacket, and I wear the vest, obviously, because I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And if I need to take usually don't wear my coat in.
Right.
And I wear that on the outside and like some 300s or some 150s under it. Dude.
That's it,
so
man.
warm, man.
That's it. And you're not bulky.
No.
You know, I don't know. I love it. I just don't get it. I mean, if you have those two pieces and you're saying that the wind's cutting through you, that wind's probably blowing hard enough. You should not be out hunting.
That's definitely possible.
I mean, well, how hard does it have to blow, and how cool does it have to be? Like, what in the world? But I will say I'm looking forward to the vest upgrade, even though I love that hard scrabble vest and I'll probably still wear it more in most situations because of that range of temperature that we typically get.
Yes.
But man, that ptarmigan vest is going to be such a clutch move, especially with the hard scrabble jacket.
I would agree.
Because the hard scrabble jacket is a little more form-fitting on the arms anyways.
It is.
Like, those sleeves fit tighter, which I love because of archery. I mean, you don't want that bulk in your sleeves.
You don't want any of that puffing out. You don't want to be Joe.
Right. You don't want to be Joe smacking, your arm off your string on 15 shots in a row. But I will say, I am looking forward to that vest.
Oh, for sure, man.
Big time.
For sure.
Big time.
I think that's going to be awesome. Use code WDP20 for 20% off your first purchase.
Yeah, and find our link in our link tree on our social media accounts.
Yep.
Click on there. There should be a link right on there for Scree. It'll lead you right to the homepage, and you can make your purchases. That just allows them to know that we referred you. It's a referral link. You can still use our WDP20 and get your 20% off your first purchase of, non-sell, non-outlet items.
Yeah. Yep. Very cool.
Yes, sir. Next one. You want to talk about VIP archery?
VIP archery, man.
Might have to put some commanders into the field of play here this weekend.
Ooh, this weekend. I'm so jealous that you're going to watch Whitetail Adrenaline and going to camp.
I know. Dude, I've been looking forward to this. I haven't even taken the DVDs out of my bag yet. Oh. But I will say I have taken the commanders out of the bag, and they are sharp and ready to kill.
Oh, man, that's awesome. They, I've said it every single episode, they are the baddest broadheads in the business, man. They are just so awesome. They're wicked sharp. They hold up to, I don't know. How many animals did you shoot with that last one?
I want to say more than that. I want to say I was almost in, if not double digits, I was damn close to double digits with that broadhead.
Yeah, that's bananas. Try and do that with another 4-letter broadhead.
I'm just, dude, there's no way. There's a lot of broadheads out there that even after all them shots, you're replacing, you might be replacing blades and components and, structural integrity to the broadheads. I will say up to a dozen animals, I have never had an issue with those broadheads. That's insane. The other one, maybe 8, 9. And eventually you have to retire a broadhead. I mean, it's just going to happen.
Yeah.
But and that's like shots and hitting an animal. Not to mention how many times I probably missed.
Throwing it right in the dirt.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like off of rocks, limbs, whatever. They are one of the toughest. I can stand behind those broadheads forever. They are one of the toughest I've ever shot. I love when people ask me what broadhead I'm shooting, and I'm proud to say VIP archery. And the first thing I tell them about how it works in the technology, they just you can see it in their eyes. They just blow up like, holy shit, dude, that's awesome.
They are. They're freaking.
Definitely looking forward to hopefully, maybe getting a deer number 7 with one.
Dude, that'd be pretty sweet, man. That'd be definitely pretty sweet.
I don't know. If not, we got next year.
We do have next year. Speaking of next year,
I
guess this year technically.
Damn,
this year technically, it's coming up. Time to maybe start thinking about planning out some food plots and stuff, man. That rolls right into the next one. Back 40 seed. Use code Distraction 10.
I don't know if it's going to work now. Was that till the end of the year?
Distraction 10 works. The free shipping.
That's it. Yeah.
Until the end of the year.
So you can still use Distraction 10 and you get your 10% off. I'll tell you what, Back 40 Seed, we did their food plots this year. I was very impressed. Very impressed. It's good stuff. I'm going to definitely get their clover for for some frost seeding.
I can dig that, man. I think I'm going to venture into the food plot game this year.
Nice.
I have a spot. I'll show you what I'm thinking about. I think it could be pretty sweet. I'm gonna have to put up some sort of screen, which I do believe they do have a product with a screen capability in it. So I'm gonna do some sort of a screen, and I'm gonna do a relatively large food plot.
Relatively large.
I'll
tell you what, I did see like 6 deer in your front yard that one time after leaving here. Your backyard, just saying.
Bro, I'm tearing up my whole yard.
I'm
just kidding. I'm kidding.
I think you would have to cut your grass less. You just do a whole clover plot back
What
there.
if I just wrecked my yard and just planted clover,
Full
back 40 clover? Wow. Wow. Don't give me any bad ideas.
It's not a terrible idea. I mean, like I said, you cut your grass less, you attract more animals, maybe deer, and you could put a tree stand in your own backyard and hunt more.
You know what's happening? I'm cutting down that one tree in the backyard this spring, and I'm taking the Harley rake and I'm wrecking a lot of my yard because I'm going to regrade it. It's all going to be dirt.
Yeah, well, there you go. Exposed soil is what I'm hearing. Soil to seed contact.
Buddy. Oh, man. Such a bad idea, but such a good idea at the same time.
And I just figured you'd put a screen up so you didn't shoot your neighbor's house. That's what you were talking about, right? A screen.
I'm just going to agree. Yes, but I'll show you. That's hilarious. But that business is out of the way.
Yeah, I am looking forward to the food plot stuff, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, since getting into it more and more, like we want to do more and more. It's addictive.
Yeah.
In a way, a lot of fun. It's not really hard work either. I mean, it's all good, fun work.
Yeah.
So. I don't know. We might have to go in and do another cut out at Sam's parents. We're going to go in, I think, in maybe a month or so after this ends.
Do some hinge cutting?
Yeah, we're going to take a look around. See what's
what's changed.
changed.
Do any girdling of trees and stuff like that? Try and get those shoots come out?
Not that I am aware of. I don't know if I was just straight hinge cutting personally. Mm-hmm. So, but we were separated, so I don't know if he did or not, to be honest with you. But I'll tell you what, it took off really well.
It seemed to have been paying off these last couple of years, man, big time.
Crazy well. I mean, we got turkeys back on the property, a bunch of turkeys.
That weren't there before.
They were just gone.
Yeah.
He's had bear come through his property.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And a ton of deer. And some of the biggest bucks he's ever seen. He's killed his 2 biggest back-to-back years now off over food plot and since the hinge cut. He's killed back-to-back 2 biggest bucks. So I'm just saying the proof is in the pudding.
It's in the pudding.
But it is, to see those results is a lot of fun. So we're going to get in there. We're going to look and see, what happened since the last time we cut. Because there were a lot of trails in there that we tried to re-divert to different areas and just kind of move them and do different things. Which you
can, absolutely. You put an obstacle in there, you can move deer with you. I mean, that's not something that I think's not feasible to do.
Yeah. So we're going to go check it out and see what's what. And, dude, it's almost shed season, too. I mean, really.
That reminds me. I did go back to that spot to see if the branchler was a branchler. Look who we got right there.
Hey.
The branchler was actually a branch, by the way. It was not a shed. I was really bummed.
Thank you for actually going and looking.
Yeah, I went back and looked, and I didn't want to disappoint everybody by telling them it was a stick.
All right, we got a caller number 2. Bring him in.
All right. You're on the Whitetail Distraction Podcast. What's up, buddy?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Not bad, man. Not bad. How you been?
Good. Cole Wolbert. I was on with you guys here a few months back.
Oh, yeah. I see who you are.
Before the season kicked off.
Yeah, we have this cool little thing up on the screen right now with your name on it. So you're the first one that we've done these on that we actually knew who was calling beforehand.
I feel privileged. That's good. Caller ID is a wonderful thing.
Caller ID is a wonderful thing. Yeah, before it was just popping up as a phone number, and I was like, this has caller ID. Let's do that.
Heck yeah.
That's funny,
So
man.
what's new, Cole? How you been, man?
Not a whole lot. I've actually been kind of bored here lately, so I'm glad to see the opportunity to jump on and do something here. I actually just had major knee surgery in December, so
man.
Jeez.
I've been recovering from that.
Is this a hunting-related accident or what? Or is this just something that's been needed?
It was not. It's something that's just kind of been building up. I'd actually had an injury like back in 2020, had a surgery in 21 that didn't really fix it, and then back in for a bigger one here this December to try to get it fixed up and everything and get her all straightened around.
Well, hey, at least you waited till after deer season.
Yeah, I wasn't sure that it was going to work out that way. I was actually planning on my season being cut short, but I got the whole thing in, so that was a plus.
It's excellent. How was your season? We're kind of doing an episode here for more or less a season recap. So why don't you break it down for us?
Yeah, I'll tell you, knowing that the knee surgery was coming up and everything, I kind of knew that going into archery season that it was going to be coming up, and didn't have a specified date, so kind of was feeling the pressure to try to get everything done. And season started off rough, I'm not gonna lie. Ended up that I had a couple of days that it was just on does that I hit and was making high shots. They were ducking like crazy at the beginning of the season for me, and never really had that happen on that property that I was hunting. And ended up that started off pretty rough and was really kicking me while I was down, and then brought it together and made it happen by the end of the year, and actually tagged out in rifle season. I killed my last 2 does in rifle season, but made 4 total for the year.
Dude, that's awesome, man. That's an accomplishment. I know a lot of guys get a pile of tags like me and don't fill them. So that's honestly, that's a really big accomplishment.
Yeah, I mean, it was a crazy year, and the cool thing was I got to share that with my fiance as well, and she had her best year yet. She put 3 down with her bow alone. She didn't even go out in gun season really, and ended up putting 3 does down with her bow that we were kind of having a competition. It was like every other week, one of us was killing one, and it was, oh, hey, we're tied again, and then, oh yeah, no, we're not. I just killed another one. So.
That's awesome, man. And I've been following along, obviously, with the bow hunting league too, and that's why we had you on the first time around. Dude, the statistics coming out of the bow hunting league this year are absolutely insanity. I mean, absolutely insanity.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, much fun.
I saw Bennett just posted there. I think it was today or yesterday. We've got 7 deer over 200 inches entered this year.
Good gravy.
Yeah, and something like, over 50, over 170 or something ridiculous? What was it?
55 over 170.
Whoo.
And I know 2 of those 200-inch deer as well. The one was killed early, and it was the number 2 biggest buck ever in bow hunting league history killed.
Wow. Unreal.
And then another guy jumped in and killed one even bigger than that one, that he took the number 2 spot in the same season from the guy. So our number 2 and number 3 biggest deer ever were killed this year, which is crazy.
Yeah, just absolutely wild. So cool. I was looking at it. My team's, I think we were I haven't looked in a while, but we were like number 25th or something. I think we were top 20, top 25 in the team. And I think for does, I was like 3rd place for doe takes as well, which was pretty cool, man. I love the updates throughout the season, the way he did that on social media. That is awesome.
Yeah, it's cool keeping up with the updates. You see how everybody else is doing and stuff too, and it kind of keeps you motivated. I know, like, by the end of the seasons and stuff like that, like, I'm dragging. Like, I mean, I'm putting the time in every chance I get between work and then hunting and squeezing in every little hour that you can. I mean, it wears on you, and by the end of the season, you're like, man, I don't even want to go out anymore. But seeing everybody else having success and stuff like that, it kind of motivates you to keep going.
Definitely.
Yeah, dude, I love it, man. I really can't get enough of the bow hunting league. It's kind of addictive. I love that they've been posting almost every kill, if not every kill, through social media too, so you can see it. It's right in front of you throughout the entire season. Who's killing, these big bucks dropping, whether they're in your state, another state. It's neat because you start to see even people on there, and they're getting posted up. And it's like, wow, they're on the bow hunting league. I didn't even know.
Yep.
So cool.
Yeah, and it's cool for me too. Like, a bunch more people like from our area and stuff like that starting to join in and everything and taking part. And it's just neat seeing like some local teams and stuff like that putting deer down and all that. It's a cool experience for sure.
I love the local aspect of it for sure. I think that's cool. I also wonder half the time when I see these deer come up and I see them in local posts, and then all of a sudden it's like, I wonder if he was in the bow hunting league.
Yeah, right.
It's like the first thought that comes through, and then boom, there he is, bow hunting league. He's on the post, and it's like, oh, good for him. Good for him.
Oh man, that's awesome. Well, cool. I'm curious. The post said, "What is your favorite experience from the season?" Do you have one of those? I'm curious.
I do. I've kind of got two that are. I've got a few that are running neck and neck for different reasons. The coolest thing I think that I did was I actually, for the first time ever that I'm aware of, was finally able to kill deer, a buck, and then a doe that I had on trail camera. I was lucky. I followed up the triple trophy last year in pretty good fashion. Ended up that I had a buck on trail camera from whenever he was in velvet. I had a couple pictures of him, and then ended up I actually had pictures of him 3 hours before I shot him.
Oh man,
That I had this camera in the same spot all season. Had daylight pictures of bucks at like between 4 and 4:30, like 3 days in a row. And on the fourth day, I was like, you know what? I have to be in there. I'm getting into a tree in there, no matter what I have to do. I cut my way into a pine tree that was the size of my forearm. Got set up. My saddle platform was actually sitting on a branch, was rocking back and forth. That I didn't have enough room to actually cam it over a whole lot. So I mean, the whole setup was sketchy. I was only like 8 feet off the ground, tucked into this really thick little pine tree. My fiance was actually sitting on the ground like 150 yards, 200 yards from me. And I was sitting there. As soon as I got set up, I heard some stuff rustling behind me. And I let out a couple of little pending grunts. And probably 5 minutes later, I heard a real deep grunt behind me. And this freaking buck came walking right down this trail, read the script. He came in following a little button buck and a doe. From right into my lap, I drew back, and of course, he stopped like 2 steps before he was in the wide open. I'm sitting there at full draw, just waiting and waiting, and you guys know that feels like forever, sitting there at full draw. And he finally stepped out. I should have let him walk 5 more yards, because if I would have gotten my arrow going through him on my trail camera.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It was cool. I shot him at 15 yards, and he ran another 25 and piled up right outside of the field, just into the wedge of the woods there, and had that cool experience of having velvet pictures of my own the whole way through. I mean, I've had people send me pictures of deer that I've killed and everything that they had got throughout the year, but actually having the velvet pictures, and then after he loses the velvet and stuff all through the season, it was cool.
That's awesome, man. I think it's
And then
kind of cool that you hunted out of a pine tree, because I feel like I know probably 2 or 3 people that just have a spot that they really love, and it's a pine tree, and they feel like invincible in it, because it's just, you have all this cover, but you have these great lanes, and when you get into it, you feel like you can do jumping jacks and not have anything happen.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I absolutely love hunting out of pine trees. I mean, if they're in the right area that I've got food and stuff there that the deer are coming to, 9 chances out of 10 I'm trying to get in that pine tree. The amount of cover that you have in those things is just absolutely insane. And I mean, like you guys said, like, it's almost like you can do jumping jacks in them. I mean, like I said, I was 7 or 8 foot off the ground, and I had that button buck that come out, literally walk right underneath of me.
Awesome.
Like, he was standing right under me as I drew back. Like, it was absolutely insane having a deer at 4 or 5 yards when you're 8 feet off the ground.
Sounds like if you would have done jumping jacks in that tree, though, it may have fallen over.
Oh, I would have taken it down probably. Yeah, I was definitely very happy to be getting down early. That's for sure.
That's awesome, dude, man.
I miss those trees. I've been in those setups the same as you, like where every step, if you go too far to the edge of your platform, the whole tree kind of starts to rock.
Yep.
Oh man.
I was laughing because when that button buck came out and he started walking under me, I was doing my best to just hold completely still, because I knew that if I leaned too hard, I was going to smack him right in the forehead with a branch. Like, I mean, he was right there.
The real question is, if you get the crazy legs, is the whole tree going to shake?
Oh, yeah, it was. I'll tell you what, after I shot and I hung my bow up, the whole tree, like, I started looking around me, and the whole tree was shaking. And it was wild.
Oh, that's cool. I got my Christmas tree that I just took down. I might be able to put that out in the woods and hunt in front of me.
Dude, I don't have any problem with that. I'm actually thinking about a spot that I know it's in a thicket, but there's deer trails all through it, but I can never hunt it because there's no trees that are big enough. But I remember the last time I was in there, it's probably been 5 or 6 years, there was a tree. It almost looked like Christmas tree height, but it was just super full and thick. And I always thought about put like a ground blind next to it or something, but trim that bad boy out and just sit in it. It couldn't have been more than 8 foot tall, but it was just so wide and bushy.
Yeah. Sometimes those are the best, man. You don't have to get very high either. Just absolutely. It puts a different aspect to hunting, though, too, from that height. When you're that close and you're that personal to the animal, I mean, the excitement levels through the roof, beyond anything that you could ever imagine. And, like, you're so on edge. Cole was saying, you got to make sure you're on point, because any wrong movement or a certain little thing, like, could throw everything off, but at the same sense, you're probably still fine because they're in that tree.
That's true, man.
No, it's in your mind because you're so close to the animal that you feel like you stick out, but in all reality, they look right through you.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like that 8 foot to 10 foot off the ground in certain little bushy trees that I've been closer to deer in that situation than 25 feet off the ground.
Oh, 100%.
For sure. It's wild.
I'll tell you, that's what I found here too. I was always one that I was like, I want to be that 16 to 20 foot high range. And even with my saddle, I thought about that. And this year, every deer that I shot with my bow, I was no more than 8 feet off the ground. Mm-hmm. The does that I shot out of the same tree. The way that the branches and stuff worked, it's a real thick edge with a bunch of saplings. And the only way that I could shoot out of it is if I was like 7 feet off the ground. I could literally reach up and I could hold on to the bottom of my platform. I was that low when I was standing on the ground.
Unreal,
and I
man.
had a buck chase a doe through at 4 yards. I shot a doe at 6 yards out of it. Had another buck come through on my offside that I wasn't even expecting deer to come from. He walked by me at like 6 or 7 yards, never even saw me. Like, it was unreal how low you can be and not be seen if you're in the right tree.
Bro, you're in like Atlatl range.
Oh yeah.
You need
Yeah,
to get you a
I
good
think that I
spear.
probably could have reached out and grabbed him with my rope or something. But
You need to get you a good spear for next year for that. We need a spear season
I
in
thought about
Pennsylvania.
it. Well,
Hey, would a spear qualify for the bow hunting league?
I don't think so.
Nah.
I don't know though. I feel like
Maybe we
I
need
don't
to
know.
get that.
I don't think that they would. I think there should be some kind of exception. You should get bonus points or something, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking.
I want to see those weekly challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Spear throw from 14 yards at a 3-inch
Add that
circle.
one shot.
Yeah, the one shot. Oh, that's awesome.
See who can throw 50 yards with accuracy or something like that. That'd be cool.
Mhm.
Awesome. Oh, man.
I was just at a German, like New Year's Eve party. Yeah, it was a big festival up in Harmony and down in Harmony. And part of the competition that they had running there was a Christmas tree throwing competition.
Different.
Yeah, $3 a throw. See how far you can throw this Christmas tree.
How far do you throw?
I didn't throw it.
Come on now.
Yeah, I didn't throw it. There was a big long line. I was like, I'm not waiting in line to throw a Christmas tree. Dude, it's only like 8 feet wide too. Like, I'm thinking the whole time, there's a kid in a stroller. I'm gonna hit this kid. Like, this is madness. But that's what reminded me of the spear throwing was the Christmas tree toss.
It's awesome.
It was so cool. One guy did throw one in the crowd. It was the best part of the whole night. It went over the fence and hit like 3 people. Everyone starts laughing. It was great.
Unreal.
That's true.
It was cool. I would suggest going to it next year if you guys, have a little bit of time, middle of your day. Go check it out. 4 to 6.
Heck yeah.
Right there in Harmony,
Oh, yeah,
Pennsylvania.
dude.
They do their own ball drop at 6 p.m. and everything. It's freaking wild, dude. Outside bar.
That's
like,
awesome.
the one dude's got like this giant pot of hot wine that he just ladles out into glasses for you. $9 for a glass of hot wine, and you get to keep the glass.
Do you like microwave wine?
Dude, hot wine's good. Have you not had hot wine?
No, man.
Like
no.
warmed wine? Cool. Can you back me up on this? Have you ever had warmed wine?
I have never had it.
Dang it. It's good.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, it's got to be the right kind, of course, but yeah, it's good. There's a guy in Pittsburgh every year that sells like warm wines and ciders and stuff. And all you do is you just fill your crock pot up with water, turn it on, and put that wine bottle in there.
So what you're saying is you're going to go to the liquor store in the summer and just leave a bunch of wine in your car.
I could do that.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah. Oh my
That's
God.
one way to.
Dude, I just went down so many rabbit holes in a matter of what, 38 seconds?
That was bananas.
That's where I'm at right now mentally with this part of the year, like this time, just all over the place.
It's all
madness.
good. It's good. Well, cool. You mentioned that you had a couple of those experiences, man. What else you got?
Yeah, so that buck was it was actually on Veterans Day that I shot that. So that was beginning of the last week of archery season. And first day of rifle season, I turned around and actually found a pretty unique deer that I had pictures of. I had one round of pictures of her in the summer, and ended up that first day of rifle season, my cousin had shot at a deer up on top of the hill from me. And whenever they went down to look for the one that she had shot, it ended up coming down through the woods to me, and it was hard to miss. I shot a piebald. It was just a little doe, but she was completely white. She just had like brown spots down her back and everything. So that one was a pretty cool one.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
There's actually a right down the road from us. Have you seen it yet? Yeah.
I've seen pictures.
You've seen pictures of it?
Yeah.
Right down the road from us. They actually just posted the property like crazy this year, which I think was smart, but because it's really small. But there's a full albino right here in our area, and it's actually the second year she's been around. She didn't get killed last year, and no predators got her or anything. I actually saw her in the summertime, which is pretty wild.
It's rare to
That's
see.
awesome.
Yeah.
We've
rare
had
to
a
see.
couple albinos here over my way on a couple of the farms right here in this area. I don't know what it is, but it's like every 3 to 5 years we get another albino, and I've never heard of anybody shooting them, and then they just always disappear. Which, being a bunch of farmland, who knows? Maybe they get poached or something. But
Yeah.
never see any pictures of them posted or anything, and never hear of anybody shooting them. So it's kind of makes me wonder whatever happens to them.
Yeah, that is a good question.
I mean, they definitely have the lower end odds of survival, even with predators and stuff. I mean, they stick out like a sore thumb, right? So everything can know where they're at. They don't blend in very well. But I think also like the albino, full albino, a lot of people are weird about that. Like they want to shoot one, and even if they do, they don't want to tell a whole lot of people. Sometimes it's weird, right? I mean, there's like that whole, I don't know, superstition around it and everything else. I mean, like,
What is it, 7 years
Yeah.
bad luck or something like
dude,
that?
I don't know. There's all kinds of superstitions running around out there with albino deer. Like, shoot one, you'll never shoot another deer the rest of your life, and just
I
dumb
can tell you
shit.
that's false.
I know it's false.
My brother-in-law shot one about 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and the next year he shot like almost the biggest buck of his life.
Yeah. Sam has a full mounted albino in his house, and he's killed a ton of deer after that.
That's easy, man.
But people are just weird.
Oh yeah, that's as soon as I killed that piebald and I posted some pictures of it on Instagram. I had a couple guys message me, and the one guy's like, "Oh, he's like, get ready for all of the haters." He's like, "You're gonna have guys that rip you up and down for killing this thing." I was like, "What do you mean?" And then like a couple of the hunting pages, like I think that Hunt Pennsylvania had shared it or something like that, and I had a guy on there that had said, "Oh yeah, get ready to have 7 years bad luck or to never shoot another deer
Yeah.
again." I'm like, first of all, I heard that for like full albinos. Like I've always heard that wives' tale that was 7 years bad luck. And I just commented back to the guy. I was like, all right. I was like, we'll see about that. Stay tuned. And then literally the next week I shot another doe, and I was like, well, that was false.
I guess that one didn't age well for him, huh? I've heard that stuff too. It's all a bunch of malarkey
I think it's
anyways.
Crack of shit, really. But
It is. It is.
yeah. What did you end up doing with that deer, man? Did you get it mounted, or did you cape it out and keep the hide or anything?
Yeah. Yeah. I took it to the taxidermist, had them cape the whole hide out of it. I'm getting the full hide tanned on it. I didn't feel like spending the $4,000 for a full body mount that I was told it was going to be.
Damn.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. I'd probably turn it into a sweet ass cape or something. Wear
Yeah,
that
like
wear that bad boy to
$150
parties or something.
Wait,
That's
use
wild.
it as
Dude.
like a table decor. You know?
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I would do that. Throw that bad boy over like a side table with like a buck mount on it or something.
I'll wear it.
I would wear it.
Turn it into a hat.
Or like you build a man cave, like throw it over the back of a couch or something like that.
That'd be pretty sweet. I can
Possibilities
do
are
it.
endless.
Yeah. Is this showing we have another caller calling?
Caller calling.
Oh, geez. Well, cool. Any anything last minute before we let you go? You want to update us on, man? I'm glad you called. That was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so. That's pretty much how my season's going. Looking forward to next year already, obviously, and hope you guys finish out your season strong. I thought you guys killed a couple deer throughout your group and everything, so congratulations on those. And
Thank you.
hope that the rest of the season treats you guys well, and hope that next season does too if I don't talk to you.
Absolutely. I'm sure we will be in touch for sure, man. Stay off that
No doubt.
leg. Get healthy.
Oh, yeah. That's the plan. You guys have a good one.
Thanks for calling in, brother.
You too, man.
All right, we got another one on the line here. You're on the Whitetail Distraction Podcast.
Charles,
What's
my
going
boy.
on? Oh, my
Charles, my
man. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Christopher Walken on the line.
Chris, what's up, man?
Austin, baby. Gobble, gobble.
I did not know it was going to be Joe when I saw Columbus, Ohio. Dude, I had zero idea who this was going to be.
I'm so excited right now.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna stay on here long. This is just too good to pass up to prank you. I
That was
called from my
beautiful.
wife's phone. I just saw your post.
Dude, that is freaking awesome. I was
Yeah.
like, unknown from Columbus,
Yeah.
Ohio. I'm thinking of anybody I know
I was thinking
from
too.
Ohio.
I was like, Columbus. Who could this be?
No clue. I'm looking through my phone
Yeah.
book. I'm like, because, we were on with Cool right before that. I don't know if you could hear that while you were on wait, but we were
Yeah,
wrapping up
I
with
was
him, and
looking.
I'm like, who is this?
I saw Charles. He started Googling who the number was.
I didn't Google search
I knew
you.
if I called from my phone, it would pick it up. So
Mhm.
I was a little
Very
Flying under the
inconspicuous.
radar, but-
I love it.
Well done, man. Well done.
Yeah.
Hey, what is up, my man? How are you? How you been?
I'm good. I was about to watch a movie with my wife. I was just
Okay.
figured I'd try to prank you guys real quick, but I'm doing good. We're doing good.
All right. Well, hey.
Doing a lot of pheasant hunting lately. That's about it. But
Attaboy. Attaboy. Before you go, though, I need to know, do you have any tentative turkey schedules yet? States, dates?
yeah, it's pretty.
What do you got?
I got Virginia beginning of April. Then I'm going to Indiana. Then I just applied for Illinois for a tag. I don't know if I'll draw that yet. It'll be coming out in the next couple weeks. And then after that, New Jersey, and then Washington, Idaho, and Oregon. That's probably going to be it.
Nice. Badass, dude. What season did you apply
Yep.
for Illinois? Do you have to pick a season?
You do have to pick a season. It was what was it? It was like the third week of April. So I just tried to schedule it whenever I'm out there for Indiana, basically.
Right,
So
right.
I'll be only like 3 hours away from where I have permission to hunt. So
Good luck. I hope you get it, man.
that's the plan. Yeah, I'll obviously keep you posted.
You freaking better.
Joe, I will say you will be excited about this. I gave Charles his Christmas
What's
present today,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I bought him a turkey shirt.
Yeah, buddy.
It was hard
The
for me,
gift
but
that
I did
keeps
it.
on giving. I know
All
it
year.
was hard for you. I know. I know how much. I know how much you hate talking about turkeys outside of April or May.
No, it's good, man. You're
You
always
made it
welcome to
very
talk
clear.
about
You made
turkey.
it- you made it. Yeah. You say that. You say that now to try to fool your listeners, but
Let's talk
We-
about that Wyoming turkey.
We know the truth here.
I didn't shoot no turkeys in Wyoming.
My man.
Got no proof.
Oh, man.
Charles. It's so funny.
And take that one to the. I'll take that one to the grave.
It's okay.
No pun intended.
The real
See
ones
what you
know.
did there. See what you did there.
I love it. I love
Dirty
it.
dog.
Do you like
you.
that?
Yeah, I did. Well, hey,
All right. Have
don't
fun,
keep
guys.
your
I
wife
just-
late
that's
waiting,
all.
man.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Go watch your movie. Thank you.
No,
Hey.
this wasn't supposed to turn into a podcast. I just wanted to get, Christopher Walken's got to make an appearance on the call-in, the listener call-in.
I love it,
So
man.
pumped, dude.
I'm pumped too. Tell Kara that we appreciate you borrowing her phone.
I'm sure she'll appreciate you calling her by her real name and not
Monica?
So
Yeah.
Thanks, Kara.
Thanks, Monica.
she says hello. She just gobbled.
Yes, I heard
I was
it.
driving her nuts earlier.
Trust me, I heard
got
that.
I got a box call from her uncle for Christmas, so I was playing with that earlier, driving her nuts. So,
Love it. All right, brother.
all right, boys. Happy New Year. I'll talk to you soon.
Happy New Year. We'll see you.
See you, brother.
See ya.
Good Lord. Freaking hilarious.
So funny, dude.
I was dying. I'm like, dude, seriously, I was watching that for a minute or two when he called. I'm like, who the hell is that?
Charles. Oh, that's epic, dude.
I'm really loving these call-in episodes.
I do too. I have so much fun with them, man. We got to do them a little bit more often.
It's just so nice. Like, yeah, we could go and talk about, hey guys, it's late season. You know, you got to be hunting food sauces and you got to do this and you got to do that. But in all reality, wouldn't you rather be doing this?
I'd rather be talking to people, man. You don't know who's calling. It's just like excitement every time somebody pops up.
Like, this is real life. Run into someone you know at a bar, and this is what we talk about, kind of thing. You know,
I like the experience from the season for this one. That's a pretty good one.
Yep.
I don't know what we're going to do for the next one, but we'll come up with some sort of
we'll figure it out.
for
We are going to start getting guests back on. I know a few people.
We have two that we have lined up, but we got to schedule times for them.
Yep. And I have potentially another one guy that shot an absolute giant buck in Pennsylvania, not far from my house. And him and his cousin both shot over 150-inch deer on the same property from the same stand.
I know.
I'm sure you know who I'm talking about.
I feel like I might.
You've seen the pictures, 100%. They were all over social, but
The one in West?
what?
The one in West, Peabird?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Area, not that one. Not the
I can
200.
I might be able to get him, by the way. I know.
I would like to because I know.
John knows him real well.
Okay, the 200-inch deer.
Yeah.
I know exactly. I was just talking to one of our friends
Mm-hmm.
who knows where he shot that deer, like to a T, and it's pretty impressive. But I was talking about the other day, killed him like shenanigans.
On the panhandle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Panhandle.
Yeah, on the panhandle of
Shenango, China.
Shenango, China. Perfect. Nailed it.
Got him.
Gotcha, bitch.
Thought I was giving away an actual location, didn't you? Idiots.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, man.
Oh, boy. But yeah, we will have some guests. We were already some talks about Great American Outdoor Show and who's going to be there and what we're going to do. Unfortunately, it doesn't, as of right now, and it's still early, doesn't look like Scree is going to be there this year. So it looks like, if we have a chance to get down there, we may be doing more media type stuff like we did few years back, with some videos, dropping some daily content from the show. Which
I got some stuff.
I really enjoyed doing that a few years back. It was nerve wracking, but I'll tell you what, it was a lot of fun.
Get you out of your comfort zone, get you talking to people that you don't normally talk to.
Yeah, and I mean, look what came from it that last time. We got some podcast out of it.
I thought it was cool.
Bought some product, so it's fun. It's not too different from what we're doing right here. Like, you're talking to at one point it's a complete stranger until you figure out who's on the other line. But it's a lot of fun, man. So it does look like, though, we will, at least one of us will be there the last weekend of the show. So, like, what is that? I already forgot. 8th through the 11th or something like that. The boys from Whiskey and Whitetail will be down there. Yep. So it should be a party. Should be a good time. Regardless, Whitetail Distraction merch walking around somewhere. Sweet. Repping the gear, baby. Which, if anybody does want hats, beanies, we're selling a lot of beanies right now. It's that time of year. We have those. Just let me know.
Reach out to us.
You. I have a couple are in stock, but I mean, those things are like, hey, I reach out to my buddy. He makes me them when I need them, and I can get them to you pretty quick. Yep. Chuck's pretty good about shipping out. Reach out to him. I'm not very good at it. For some reason. Definitely. I mean, I just, it's easier for me that I can go ahead and reach out to him, go pick them up from him, and then just throw them in the mail like that. Pirate Ship is like the greatest thing I've ever found. I love Pirate Ship, dude. It saves me so much time and effort in money. Like, it saves them money on shipping and everything too. Yeah, it's ridiculously awesome. So, anything else you got, man? I know we're coming up. We're on like an hour here. I don't know. We're on like an hour. If we've fully done an update here on the season. I feel like we've kind of already told all of our story between the two of us. Have you told me you shot a deer?
No, I haven't, but
Are you sure?
I don't think I have.
I feel like we
Did I?
both mentioned it when we were talking to whiskey and whitetail guys, but maybe not.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, I shot a deer.
You shot a deer?
Yeah, I did. I shot 2 deer this season. I only recovered 1. I was bummed about the one. It was an awesome hunt. I learned a lot from it, but that's an area that I have to be careful with because it just gets so nasty. And I was in there by myself, and it's not an area that I don't think I can bring a dog in there. It's so gnarly.
Didn't sound
I think the
like
tracker
it.
would just hate me if I brought one in there. So that's something that I'll have to look into in the future. Even though I shot that deer good, she just disappeared. It's literally, you've heard us talk about the nasty swamp 1,000 times.
Mhm.
This is a totally different swamp, and it's nastier.
Yeah.
So
And it's not hard to believe, like, when the way you described it compared to even the nasty shit that we hunt in the other swamp.
yeah,
Where, you know, a couple years back, I hit one and never found blood on the animal. Like, just all the puddling water, and there's really nothing for them, you know, areas. There's nothing for them to rub up against. It's all just like swamp grass and
Yep.
clusters and tons of water, and everything's wet. And it was an unfortunate
yeah,
thing that happens.
yeah. And it does happen. I learned a lot from it. I'm bummed about it, but it's part of hunting. It's part of bow
Yeah.
hunting. But
Yeah.
I was walking in waist deep water. I was absolutely soaked.
Yeah.
But it was gnarly. I'll talk about it at some point. But I killed a deer in gun season, shot a nice doe, and I got some meat in the freezer, so I'm stoked about that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both got one in gun season.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yep.
Pretty sweet.
More meat in there, which I'll tell you what, I ate the backstrap out of one of them. The first, I think it was,
I saw you cutting with a fork the
Oh,
other
dude.
night. I was like, wow, that's tender.
boy, oh boy, was she nice. It was really good.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That
I've
is
been
awesome.
cooking them all up on the old Blackstone.
Ooh, nothing wrong with that, dude.
No, it's easy when it's this cold. Like, I don't have to go out and uncover my grill and fire it up. I pull that Blackstone in breezeway. Dude, I cook it right there.
Dude,
Right there in the breezeway. And it's awesome.
that's so awesome, man. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, next year we're gonna smoke like a whole
I'm
back
down.
ham or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll do something like that. I smoked a big ass prime rib for Christmas.
Turn out good.
Turned out awesome, dude.
Yeah. See, I haven't been into the smoking game much.
It built my confidence big
Yeah?
time. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know the R2 been hitting it hard with like their pit boss and stuff over the last couple of weeks, and it's made me jealous. Like, I want to be able to do something.
Come
like
over and
that.
use mine. I don't care.
I just want to be able to do something. I've never done that. Like,
Yeah.
I've never cooked in that style before.
It's so awesome, man. I love it. I cook everything on. I make wings like once a
Oh,
week on
dude.
those things, dude.
That's got to be so good.
They're so good. They're unbelievable, man. Brooke literally like begs me to make wings. And that makes me feel good too.
Sounds like I need to buy some wings, and we're gonna have a party. Maybe I'll bring the Whitetail Adrenaline DVDs.
That sounds okay.
If you,
I might
you,
watch it.
you cook the wings, I'll bring the DVD. We'll
I
have
like
us a
it.
good old time.
I like it.
You still got that theater in your basement?
No, but I can set it back
We
up.
can
I
make-
can set it up out here.
Oh, this would be good.
I could bring the projector, put it right here, and set up a couch out here or something.
Heck
Would be
yeah. Casting couch. Wait, what?
good.
Casting of Whitetail Adrenaline.
Beautiful.
And I think on that note, we ought to call this one quits. The old Foresters talking nonsense.
I like it, buddy. I like it. Until next week.
The distraction is real.
It's real.